Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR. I don't usually review Kickstarters on the video side. I'm making an exception this time. This was brought to my attention by one of the taverners, Multiverse Designer VTT, Craft Worlds, Make Movies, Roleplay. It's raised nearly $150,000, over 2,200 backers, 4 days to go. These are a bunch of programmers and gamers from Brazil. Brazil's kind of been in the gaming news because WotC has said they are no longer going to be supporting the Portuguese language when it comes to 5e releases. Not a surprise. All right, we've already touched upon that, I think 6 months ago when they killed their customer service or customer support for Brazil. So this is not a surprise. But Brazilians are great gamers. RPGs are very strong in Brazil. And this was brought to my attention, and I got to say, I'm not going to call it a killer app. It's a project we love from Kickstarter. But hey, let's take a look at their.
You planned the perfect adventure, but working on the details is frustrating, and you don't have time.
Start by loading a map and spawning buildings.
Now, if the WotC VTT could do such, I don't know. This looks, and they claim that all the video that you see is in-game video. There's a bunch of videos to watch. It looks interesting.
Refine the result, removing and adding assets.
This is that part where, I like, theater of the mind, but there are times when running a game with this type of graphic detail could be a lot of fun, especially if you're not paying monthly fees to WotC.
Next, we spawn an encounter and refine them, changing stats and weapons. Last, place your hero.
By the way, this is system agnostic from what I can understand, reading up on a Kickstarter. So whether you're playing 5e, OSR, Call of Cthulhu, RuneQuest, Paranoia, the choice is yours.
In the map, and you are ready to play.
Now, some of this stuff is a little over the top, in my opinion, not needed for your average RPG session. But again, I can see this if you are going to wrap up your campaign. There's some kind of cool stuff here.
Create vast forests.
And certainly if you're doing this to create the world and show your players the world, I don't know if I need all this graphic detail for encounters, but for the detailing of the world to make it immersive, yes, that is awesome.
Bustling cities or intricate dungeons with devious traps. Cutscene Director allows you to animate assets and create dynamic cutscenes that enrich your storytelling.
Virtual camera coming in there. By the way, folks, don't fail to understand that this is essentially AI, right? This is an AI assist in designing these 3D models and whatnot. So if you are somebody who goes, no AI, well, no AI is probably going to mean no a lot of stuff, because it's going to get into your fast food restaurants. I'm sure it's going to be getting into driving in cars in 2030. It's going to become part of policing, I am quite sure. Your credit report. AI is going to be everywhere. This is a tool. It's an interesting tool. It's not for everybody.
Welcome, Dice Adventurers.
Real-time audio to lip sync. Wow. again, there is something to this. Certain groups are going to just love this. Certain groups are going to go, I just want my theater of the mind. But I can see where this would be useful. And it's a competition to what WotC's offering.
What can I do for you before my lunch? Die, evil creature.
Can we just talk for a minute?
Can I run now?
Combine the power of the scene creator,
Now, the scene creator,
light studio, and asset spawner to craft any biome your imagination desires.
if you are putting this kind of ability and detail into the average schmuck, the guy that can barely do these videos with the help of StreamYard, I got to say that's pretty impressive. Now, if you look at the Kickstarter, I'm going to show you the Kickstarter page. Get away from this video in a moment. You're going to see it's flat pricing plus. I'll show you where the plus is.
Create unique heroes or villains, fashioning their appearance from head to toe. Add rain, electric storms, fog, sandstorms, and snow to any scene.
Are you lost, my friend?
Customize your dice, choosing from a wide range of materials from plastic to marble. Criteria is a language designed specifically for crafting RPG rules.
Now, this part's the interesting part because it seems to be that somebody could design an OSR rule set for use with this. It could be OSE for use on this VTT for Multiverse, and that would be interesting.
With Criteria Core, you can play and create your own adventures without needing to know any rules. Fog of War.
Now, not needing to know any rules is something that's important for what? New players. Players coming from Baldur's Gate, right? They want all the rules to be hidden. Well, this is a good way to do that. Fog of War is pretty cool, by the way.
Turns your game into a world shrouded in darkness, where danger lies at every turn.
So, they've raised, like I said, almost 150K. I'll include a link to this in the show notes. And as a pinned comment, it's Tupon Games. They're showing a city or a castle being built up. That's pretty interesting. You can buy in for as little as $9. $9 gets you a player's license. Let's see. But if you want a heroic weapon set, unique set of assets, heroic armor, heroic leather armor, heroic robes, heroic weapons, it's $19. So already, you're not paying a subscription fee, but you certainly have the opportunity to buy additional graphical tweaks. And I don't blame them for that. $29 gets you the GM package, the master license, so you can create the maps, and 4 guest seats. $39 gives you 6 seats. So GM plus 6. And Conqueror gives you unlimited seats. And also, that guild level. I'm not worried about the virtual tchotchkes. But I think for most groups, one guild founder membership should probably cover it. Now, Kickstarter is a dangerous place for a lot of this stuff. They're saying estimated delivery for this is April 2024. Now, is that a workable beta or is that a full release? I don't know. But for me, I think $39. My seat plus 6. I'm going to sneeze. Yeah, or not. No, it was right there. I think this is a pretty interesting Kickstarter, honestly. You have an asset spawner, so you can desire the world with procedural generation. That is awesome. Look at that. That is spot on, amazing. You could generate dungeons. There's a lot you can do with this. Seamlessly integrate with the criteria language to generate rules for traps, NPCs, and monsters. So, I enjoy VTTs. I do most of my gaming on VTTs. Otherwise, it's at conventions. And this just might be a fun little tweak. I would probably not use the animated cutscene stuff. That's a bit too much. But for some people, it'd be great. But you have that ability. So it means that you have the ability to create little mini videos. Could share them on YouTube, I'm quite sure. So, folks, very interesting VTT. Not going to say it's going to knock WotC out of its perch, but it's going to get to the field probably a year before we see WotC's VTT, and this is going to be, in theory, good with the the RPG system of your choice. So, again, I'll include a link for this, but it's Multiverse Designer VTT. By the way, at 8 p.m. tonight, in about 2 hours from when I'm recording this, we are going to have a live stream. Rach and myself, we are going to be probably doing a recap of TotalCon, and we'll see where else it goes. All right, folks. Hope I'll see you later on tonight. Be good.